So my name is Terrell Jones. So what I do, I'm a business coach. I specifically work with coaches, new coaches, helping them grow and scale and build their coaching businesses. So they come to me, how do I create the whole business from the coaching program aspect to it, all the way to how do I generate sales, build the brand, build the business, etc. Right. So that's what I do.
Beautiful.
Where I'm at in my business is I'm looking to take my business from, multiple 6 figures to multiple 7 figures. That's where I want to go.
Okay.
Right. When you look at scale, what are some of the things that you're looking at right now? And I'm sure you're gonna have some follow-up questions for me, but what are some things that you're looking at in terms of scaling your business to really go from that 6 figure to 7 figure mark?
Got it. So let me give you and also everybody, right? So take notes on this. Okay. First of all, let's talk about the difference between scaling versus growing, because that's the first thing people get confused. There's a huge difference between scaling and growing. Not all revenue is created equal. The same $1 million is not the same, because there are many ways to making it, right? So let's say for someone, they say, I want to grow my business, right? That means that I am growing my revenue. At the same time, I'm growing my overhead expenses. So here's one example. Let's say if I run an agency, right? To grow my agency, to grow my revenue, chances are I need to hire more people, right? I need to hire more people to do the work, more junior people to run the ads, to do the posts and all that stuff, right? So I'm growing my revenue. So let's say I'm growing at this rate, but then also my expenses is growing also exponentially. Now, scaling on the other hand is, how do I scale my business? At the same time, I want my costs to remain relatively the same or just slight increase. So example, you say, okay, let me grow my agency, let me grow my agency, let me grow my agency. Okay, you're growing your revenue, but you might not be profiting more money. But scaling is, okay, how can I productize what I do, right? How do I, maybe perhaps you're a coach, you understand that I would offer, I'll turn some of what I know into a program, right? Something that's scalable, that doesn't require me to add more headcount, right? That is a form of scaling. Maybe I am selling some sort of subscription software that's also, because I can create that once, I can sell that again and again. Doesn't matter if I have one user or 1,000 users or 10,000 users, that's the same. So that's the first piece I want to teach all of you. So think about, not just I want more money, want more money, want more money. That's not what it is. It's okay, because that has to do with your business model, and that has to do with how you engineer everything you do and offer. Makes sense so far, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Real quick, I just want to mention that. I mean, you on point with that, because I was talking to Shaan yesterday, and I was telling him, so I have a coaching business, right? You know, the traditional coaching model, you do group coaching, and you add like one-on-one elements. But in addition to that, I also have I partnered up and have a virtual assistant business, right? That a lot of our coaches also need those virtual assistant services.
Yes.
So if I'm hearing you correctly, right, I can continue to grow the coaching business, but other products and or services around that may not necessarily require my personal time, that I can get more people into to generate more revenue on the back end.
That's correct. That's correct. And let me give you a few more key pieces. So the second thing is, when you are scaling, and something that actually I taught Shaan not long ago. I said, Shaan, probably a couple of years ago, a year ago maybe. I said, Shaan, your greatest strength will become your greatest bottleneck when you scale. So write this down. Your greatest strength would become your greatest bottleneck. So you're multiple 6 figures. So assume you are the one that's bringing in the revenue, right? You're the one that's selling, you're the one that's talking to people and things like that, and they're buying you, they trust you, right? That's why they're buying from you, yes?
Correct.
Yeah. So for most of us at that 6 figure level or multiple 6 figure, you're the rock star, right? You are the superstar, right? That your greatest strength, what is bringing in the revenue, that becomes your greatest bottleneck. The reason you can't scale to multiple 7 figure is because you are the #1 salesperson, right? You are the rainmaker, right? Write this down. Whoever makes it rain controls the game, right? You are making it rain, and that's fine. But then now it's not just you are good. You need to make other people good. You need to have other salespeople, right? You got to train them. You got to coach them so that they could sell on your behalf. Maybe not as good as you, but they need to be good enough so that you free up your time, right? So if you look at in terms of scaling, the way I see it, it's kind of You know how, probably you've heard of like you're exiting the company, right? They're selling the company, right? People think about, oh, I'm going to sell my company. That's not the way I see it. It's almost, you got to have these kind of mini exit with the business, right? First, you want to exit your admin. So you're no longer doing admin work, right? You're no longer doing kind of bookkeeping work. Then maybe you want to exit your support, right? Then you want to exit your operation. So you have people coming in and running the operation aspect of it, right? What Shaan is it's building right now, and then you have then you exit your sales. So you're no longer picking up the phone and selling. Your team, they're doing the selling, and then you have maybe you are exiting your delivery. So you're no longer doing the coaching. Someone else is doing the coaching, right? And then you exit the marketing. So then you're not even doing the marketing anymore. Now you just focus on visionary work. So from that 6-figure, 7-figure, 8-figure, even 9 figures, it's the same process that I've gone through, right? At 6-figure, I am doing the selling, right? I'm doing everything, right? How many of you do that? Put up your hand, right? Everybody, yeah. You're doing everything. And now it's like, okay, I need to have these I need to exit. I need to remove myself from that thing that's taking a lot of my time, right? Then I need to hire some people. Then you go to the next level. But in the beginning, you are doing everything. But your greatest strength, if you're a very strong salesperson, that will become your greatest bottleneck. If you're a very strong marketing person, to let go of that would become your greatest bottleneck, because we don't trust people. Like,
that's a fact.
Right?
Right.
Like that, he's not going to do my job. She's not going to do as well as me, right? That's the kind of the belief that we have. But as you grow, you will see kind of that kind of progress. Make sense?
That makes sense. I appreciate you. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, brother.
Very quick.